We are the Geeks and Degenerates. I am Enzo, and this is my forever co-host, John. And today we're talking about Episode 2 of The Mandalorian Season 3. Again, this week keeps giving us the gift of Pedro Pascal with The Last of Us and Mando.
Yes, sir.
I have to say that Mando is quite a nice chaser to The Last of Us as well. Because a man does not...
For the last episode?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Anyway, were you worried that we would see the Spy Kids bikes when we saw the mechanic? I'm like, I recognize the town.
Which one?
The town with the mechanic who fixed up Mando's ship. That's Boba Fett's town. You didn't recognize it?
But that's not Boba Fett's town.
It is.
Is it?
Yeah. She even said, like, oh, this is Boba Fett's domain now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like the most feared fucking gang, Vespa.
Yeah, I was like, I don't want to see it anymore, please.
Neither do I. Why was that a thing? I get it that Vespas or scooters with like lights on it is a thing, but it's not threatening, right? Anyway,
He's there to get a droid part to fix IG, but she's like, no, take this droid. This droid's fine too.
yeah, but he's just a little... I was just like, oh, he's ready for spelunking, but just watch out, he's a little bit finicky, but you said he was ready for... Okay, bye. Yeah, so like he gets his shit fixed up, got a droid, and goes to Bo-Katan, right?
No, he goes to Mandalore.
Oh, Mandalore, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. And then the droid's like, I don't want to. I was like, don't be a baby, come on, do it. He's like, I don't want to.
Yeah, so they're there to like test out if the air's toxic or not, right?
Yeah. And before that, he also thought Grogu, like, oh, being a Mandalorian also means that you have to navigate maps and stuff. Because you need knowledge of the galaxy. You're like, what they could dead.
Yeah, so he's just teaching him, and then he's... I think that was in the first episode where like they're in Lightspeed and you see the whale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Force whales.
Yeah.
And then the droid doesn't come back, and Mando's like, that's weird. So he goes in, and then he's ambushed by these Mandalore creatures. I forgot what you call them. But they have axes and shit. I always love the detail of like the darksaber being too heavy for Mando because he's not ready to wield it. Like, yeah, that makes sense for a first-time sword user, that you're not ready until you have proper training.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is a cool fight scene. I do love it when he's mixing his gun and darksaber. Like, this is fucking sick.
Yeah, that is fucking cool. I think you were the one who told me, like, this is the episode where they tried to be freaky, like, kind of spooky with it. Was it you?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. Anyway.
What other secret podcast do you have?
I'm sorry. I'm not cheating on you, babe. I promise.
Unbelievable.
All I remember is that, like, once they start descending into Mandalore, and they find out that the air is actually fine. Excuse me. They do find, like, oh, it's a little bit creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah, like with those monkey things with like the glowing green eyes. I'm like, that's kind of fun.
The crocodile thing too. Like, what the hell is that?
Yeah, and then the flying crocodile thing. Like,
yeah.
Anyway, he recovers the droid because for some reason we lose signal of it. Recovers it, gets back to his ship, goes in deep as they find out that you could actually breathe air here. It's fine. It's not toxic. And then they run into what is like... Oh, they see like a helmet, right?
Yeah.
Like a Mandalorian helmet. I would have kept that, by the way.
Me too.
Yeah, I've been like, that's an extra armor piece if we smelt this down.
Yeah. But he's
like,
caught by a droid, a big droid, commanded by a droid with an eye. You're like, what the hell is that thing?
I had a theory.
But what? And what? It's part of General Grievous?
Yeah. You would think it too, because how he's moving is like very General Grievous-esque.
Yeah, but he wasn't in Mandalore, so And he blew up. His
No.
eyes are fried.
Why can't you let me have this? You know,
You know what? Fine. It's General Grievous. How about that?
no, fuck you.
General Grievous is a shell of his former self.
Yeah, so like it's just this like creature that lives in this little robot that goes into this medium-sized robot that goes into this really bigger robot. Gurren Lagann. Anyway, yeah. So like, Mando gets captured and starts to get like,
His blood taken out.
yeah, he's a meat bag now.
Apparently.
Oh, sorry, a blood bag. From
Mad Max.
Mad Max Fury Road. So yeah, and he was like, "Oh, get Bo-Katan," and then Grogu does like fetch Bo-Katan, and I love it that Bo-Katan was like, "This motherfucker! I told you to never come." Oh,
Oh.
she was like ready to cap whoever came out of the ship.
It's like, oh, your dad's in trouble. Let's go.
I love that we use some of the fact that like, oh, yep, Grogu, that is Grogu's dad.
Yeah. Also love how we see before he goes to Bo-Katan how strong he is with the Force, because he just blasts one of the ape creatures out of the thunder. Like, holy shit.
Yeah, and I feel like he's the one controlling the descent of his like cover thingy.
Yeah. I love
Yeah.
his little flips though. You're like, oh, it's so cute.
A little bit jarring, but yeah, it's good.
It's like, Shrek. Alright, the small puppet.
If I was anybody else, I'd be like, ah!
But yeah, Bo-Katan and Grogu do descend down to the levels, and then it's Bo-Katan's turn to see, for us to see how badass she is, because she has that like rope thingy. You're like, alright, they have those. Cool. And the shield. Like, alright.
Yeah, I think Mando might have dropped. No. Okay, never mind. He did drop the Darksaber, and then she picks it up to fight the thing. Anyway.
I'm surprised.
But yeah, we
like,
do get like a really badass scene with Bo-Katan and like what she's really capable of. I was like,
yeah.
ah. And she was like, your dad's not the only Mandalorian here. I was like, ooh. Talk more. Sorry.
I mean, Katie Sackhoff is a very attractive person, so I wouldn't blame you for thinking that. She does rescue Mando, and then she's like, we have to leave, and Mando's like, no, I have to still take a bath in the water. She's like, fine, I'll guide you.
Yeah, I'll help you. But she was like, you're not gonna thank me once, you know. I don't know what the fuck happened. Like, to Mando, like, he was like, alright, cool, I'm gonna start stripping. And, like, he takes off his, like, cloak, takes off his weapons, and starts, you know, chanting the shit. And just forgets that there's a drop-off. I was sorry, that shit was just funny to me. I was like, oh shit, he got pulled in by something. And when we look, I was like, oh, nothing pulled him in. His armor was just too heavy, and he just sank to the bottom.
Also, before that, like, as they're making their way to the pool, like, Bo-Katan's like, oh, my entire family was wiped out here. There are no survivors. Then Mando just stops and it's like, this is the way. And then she's like, looks at Grogu, is like, what are you looking at?
No, wait, what was that, by the way? Like, what was that scene? Did he just see the water and he just went, this is the way? Or
No, he
like...
just stopped in the middle of the conversation and like, went, this is the way. And you're like, what does that mean? Like, oh, is that...
I didn't get it.
Me too, I was like, is that your way of saying it is what it is? You're like, you fucking asshole.
I was just like, we were like, okay, stop talking. Oh no.
But yeah, he sings and then she goes after him. Because he forgets he weighs a ton, I guess.
I don't know. Like, I don't know if Mandalorian armor is, like, Beskar armor is supposed to be light, right? Why did he sink? But anyway, so he does, like, fall in, but then saves him. As they're going up, they see something really big, and if you know your Mandalore lore...
It's a mythosaur.
Yeah, it's the symbol that they have on their fucking, you know, armor.
Yeah.
Like, that's the poster boy for Mandalore.
And like, you don't see her face, but you can tell that Bo-Katan's like, Jesus Christ.
Oh, fuck.
Because before that she's like, I don't, mythosaur, that's just a myth. It's not real. And then she sees this, she's like, holy shit.
Very real. And then, like, that was the odd way to cut it. Like, takes him out of the water. You hear the clunk of his armor once he reaches them, and then cuts.
Yeah. And you're like, I can't wait for episode 3. Should be, again, a nice chaser since this week is the finale of The Last of Us. So you're like,
yeah.
Since both of us know what's going to happen, you're like, I hope the episode 3 is the best chaser in the world, because Jesus Christ.
Yeah. We're going to see a very nice giraffe in the next episode.
Giraffe.
Anyway. But yeah, this is such an odd episode for me. Yeah, like, I don't know, it's just paced odd. Like, there was no conclusion. I get it might just continue, but like, kind of weird. Not a lot of dialogue, not a lot of like, ooh, we got a badass scene from Bo-Katan, but I'm like,
it starts
oddly paced. I don't know what it is, but for me, I'm like, just oddly paced. I don't know if anybody else feels the same way.
It just starts. Episode 3 starts with like Bo-Katan and Mando being like shit.
Running away, thing coming out of the water, just like
But yeah, again, this is one of our shorter videos because not a lot happened, other than
that's why. Like, there's not a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
Like, you get a badass scene from here to there, and then Mando goes from point A to point B, and I'm like, nothing happens.
Yeah, it's not like Luke appears and it's like, peace out.
Yeah.
So until then, these are going to be as short as these episodes. Because you're like, why is it only 30 minutes? Why?
There's not a lot to talk about with this one.
Yeah. And we don't rate episodes. So I guess that's it for this episode of All Caught Up. Really not much to talk about.
This is so weird. Because when we already talked about Mando so much, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're kind of starting to lose material, unlike The Last of Us.
Yeah. It's not like Mando was a video game that came before, so we would know what to expect.
Yeah.
But anyway,
yeah.
Oh, this will be our gift of Pedro Pascal going forward, because Last of Us is going to be ending soon. So this will be the only Pedro Pascal thing we will have for the next couple of weeks, which I don't mind. I do love my Mando show.
Yeah, same here.
And we need a breath of fresh air from all the sadness that The Last of Us has brought us for the past couple of days.
The big sad tends to creep in a lot every time I watch that show.
Anyway, I guess since you have nothing else to add, unless you do, I guess this wraps up our episode 2 of Mando Season 3, All Caught Up. If you want to see more of us on YouTube, please like, subscribe, and ding the bell icon to get notified of when we upload next. We're also on Spotify and TikTok to see our best and funniest moments, Spotify to hear us on the go. Sorry. Individually, you can find me at Gandalfus995 on Twitter. How about you?
You can find me at JomJM_on Instagram with this marathon.
And until the next All Caught Up or Final Cut or Trophy Room, I will see you on the next one. Bye, everybody.
Ciao.